Hello, and welcome my lovely Capricorns to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for my Capricorns in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. This is a general tarot reading. It's not personal or private reading. So please do take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. And if it doesn't resonate for you at all this time, don't worry about it. You can always check out one of your other major placements or come back for another Capricorn reading another day. This is also a timeless reading. It's for whenever you come across it. And whenever I'm saying this is how you feel, this is how they feel, or anything I'm describing, if it resonates for you with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse them. That's absolutely fine. So my lovely Cappies, hello again, my fellow Capricorns. I hope you're keeping very well, and thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, then thank you so much for trying me out. And if you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back, and thank you so much from me for all your amazing support. You are the best. So, my Cappies, I'm going to get into a reading for you today. We're going to get some general messages from the Oracle cards to see what the context is, and then we'll go into a detailed spread, asking lots of specific questions about you and the person who's coming through in this reading. Now, bearing in mind, obviously, I hope to pick up on the person that you're here for today, but there might be another energy that's more prominently wanting to come through. So, have a listen, and obviously, if it resonates, you'll know it's for you. So, for my Capricorns, please, what messages do you have for my Capricorns today for their love reading? Okay, we have Bonnie and Clyde, Ride or Die, Us Against the World, Dedicated Partnership. Give me one more, please, for Capricorn. Okay, there's two actually. So we've got Swept Up and Player card, basically. The Swept Up card says head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions, and the Player card says playing the field, not looking to settle and seeking options. But they came out together. This makes me feel, and the fact that we have this Bonnie and Clyde card out first, is almost like that's a significant person to you. That's someone who you there's like you and them against the world, and no one else really compares to the bond, the sense of loyalty, and also a kindred spirit feeling that you have with someone. It's interesting that we have this. It's almost like there might be someone who was just looking to play the field with that Player card, who is getting swept up, who's falling in love with someone, who is realizing this is someone that they want to be their right hand man or woman, or their partner in crime, if you like, or hopefully not actual crime, but in a good way, partner in crime for much longer than they were kind of planning. Anything else from this deck? But then we have the blues that came out sideways, which says scared, heavy emotions, mental distress. Now, interesting that we have intense emotions on this card and heavy emotions on the blues card. So there does seem to be also some distress going on, or also maybe these emotions are too much. At the bottom of the deck when that came out was fed up, which is over it, not having it, frustrated. And these are the only two cards in this Oracle deck that have a similar theme of that kind of red, almost like a boiling eruption point in the middle there, surrounded by darkness. So there's this sense of boiling over. I just keep getting like something reaching a breaking point, or like someone can't take it. It's almost like things are rising to the surface and then overflowing. But okay, let's see, let's get some more. What else can you tell me for Capricorn, please, for their love reading today? So beginnings came out kind of reversed, which says try again, new direction, start over, but it's in the reverse. And then we have withdrawn, single, lonely, solitary. There's either that someone was thinking that they would try and have a new beginning in a new direction and give up on something else, and that's not really happening. They just find themselves isolating themselves from others, or feeling lonely, maybe without their partner in crime, if you like, and unable to begin a new path elsewhere. It could also be that a new beginning with someone was offered and then someone withdrew themselves or went into hermit mode or kind of cut themselves off and blocked something from starting. Give me more, please, for Capricorn. We have obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. Why? Pride, arrogance, ego, and stubborn. Someone might be keeping a lot to themselves out of a sense of maybe they have a wounded pride right now, or what are they? They're hiding something out of us that for the sense of their ego. What is it that they're concealing, please, with their pride? That's a lot. That's a lot. Hold on. Oh, wow. So we have hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Wow. Clinging, apology, and only you came out together. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, spying, apology, forgiveness, return. There's someone sorry. They're attached. They're like clinging, and the only you card is someone who's seriously devoted and attached to one person only. They feel hopeless. And there's silence potentially between the two of you. Frozen, no words, and stone wall at the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm, yeah. So I'm basically getting that there was either someone was like, it's fine, I'm going to have a start again over with somewhere else. I'll find a new beginning, I'll go in a new direction, it's fine, I'm not even bothered. And then, no, they're actually hiding the fact that the only person that they want, they're not speaking to. Why are they not speaking to this person? Well, we have beauty, charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. Sorrow, loss, grief, depression. Good grief. I mean, that is the blues card as well from the first oracle deck. Heavily distressed, feeling a lot of heavy emotions. The blues, yeah, is kind of going through it. Very sad. Breaking point, limit, final straw, overwhelmed, and soulmates, deep love. That's, I think I said that breaking point about, I was kept getting this image of a pan of hot boiling water boiling over. But there's someone who's hiding how they're feeling like this because of their ego, their pride. They don't want to admit this. So, okay. Let's get into the spread, shall we, Capricorn? This could have been someone who was just trying to play the field and wasn't looking for anything more significant than that. So this has kind of thrown their plans into disarray. Let's see. So in the spread, I'm going to be asking 8 specific questions. I'll go through them with you as I lay out the spread, and then we'll dig into it. So can I get the top 8 cards for my lovely Capricorns, please? For my Cappy and the person who wants to come through in the reading for my Capricorn. All right, so how you're feeling about this person currently, Capricorn? We have strength in reverse. How are they feeling about you? Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh my. How are they viewing you, Capricorn? 4 of Wands in reverse. What is their current situation? The 8 of Wands in reverse. Oh my God. Wow. What does this person wish would happen in the connection between the two of you? 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Are they all going to be in reverse? What is the block or challenge to this connection moving forward? The Emperor in reverse. The action this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Capricorn. Judgment in the upright. Thank God for that. And what's going to be happening between the two of you going forward, most likely? We have the Devil. Of course, that's in the upright as well. And that's your major arcana, Capricorn. Oh, my days. The bottom of this first deck, we have the Death card in the upright. Wow. So some major change has happened in this connection between the two of you with that Death card, or, you know, that's either what has already happened or, but I feel it's what's happened because underneath it is the Knight of Swords and the High Priestess, both in reverse. Now that can talk about the fact that change is still going to be coming here, and you're not going to really see this coming with the High Priestess in reverse. Or can I speak all of a sudden? It's not going to pan out like you imagine it would right now. Something that you don't know. That's one element. The other thing is that someone could have spoken without, or made some sort of choice which caused massive change in this situation. They could have spoken without really, or acted without really thinking it through, or consulting their higher self and thinking whether that was really what they meant to say or what they wanted to say. Okay. The other end of the deck, we have the Lovers in the upright. Five of Swords. You're definitely not speaking to each other, but that Lovers card is another way of representing a Bonnie and Clyde relationship of like two people who stand together. The connection is not easily broken. These are, you know, some people who have a kind of a bond that ties them together no matter what, really. But the fact is, with the Five of Swords not speaking to each other, this is you know, it's almost like a stalemate when it comes to communication with this Five of Swords card as well. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. You know, maybe one or the other of you thinking about reaching out, thinking about sending a message, thinking about what you would say, or maybe waiting for that message to come, but you're not saying it as well. This is like, I'm not saying anything, but I'm waiting to see if they will speak to me, because we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. It's not really wanting it to be over. Definitely a stubbornness, though. The Five of Swords is also like a false victory of kind of refusing to maybe speak or clear the air with someone that you really want to speak to. That could be on their side as well, bear in mind. So let me get the second layer for the spread, Capricorn, and then we'll go through it. And I'm just going to request now, because I always forget to mention it these days until like the end of an hour-long video, but please do hit the thumbs up button for me, subscribe if you haven't already, and if it resonates, leave me a comment and let me know. It means the world. It just really helps the channel. My YouTube algorithm is a fickle beast, and 1 minute YouTube will show your video to people, and the next minute 10 people see your video, and it's quite disheartening. So I really appreciate all the support, the thumbs ups and the subscribe, so thank you. All right, so let's get the second layer for my darling Capricorns. The top 8 cards, please. All right, how are you feeling about this person, Capricorn? We have the Three of Wands. Strength in reverse and the Three of Wands. We'll get into that. How are they feeling about you? The Page of Cups. And we have some upright cards. Good. Page of Cups with the Queen of Wands in reverse. How they're feeling about you. How they are viewing you. Eight of Wands in reverse. That's actually on the deck, on the spread, sorry, twice from 2 different decks, both in the reverse position. So how they're viewing you. 8 of Wands in reverse. 4 of Wands in reverse. What is their current situation? The Hermit in reverse with the 8 of Wands in reverse. What do they wish would happen in the connection between the two of you? 4 of Pentacles upright, the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. What's the block or the challenge to this connection moving forward? The Lovers in the upright, but with the Emperor in reverse as the block. Okay. What action is this person most likely going to be taking towards you next, Capricorn? The 8 of Swords in the upright with the Judgment card. And what's going to be happening between the two of you going forward? Most likely we have, to clarify, the Devil card. We have the Page of Wands in the upright. Okay. So at the bottom of this second deck, we have the Knight of Swords. Bearing in mind, it's literally the second card down at the bottom of the first deck. I think I mentioned it. Death card and the Knight of Swords in reverse there. Now it's at the bottom of this deck in the upright. Knight of Swords. Oh my god. I was about to say, wouldn't it be funny if the Death card was there? Underneath the Knight of Swords is the Death card and the High Priestess. It's the same three cards. Knight of Swords, the Death card, the High Priestess. Bottom of the first deck, the Death card, the Knight of Swords, the High Priestess. It's just that these two are in reverse. I can't remember the last time that happened, Capricorn. Okay. Same three cards, just they're all in the upright in this time. Now that does tell me that, yeah, there could be more to this story, to be honest, because it feels like someone spoke or took action impulsively and they said something and they feel like they changed the dynamic between the two of you irrevocably, but like they didn't say what they really meant, or that wasn't, again, I did also say that there could be more to this story that's coming that you don't see coming effectively, like with the High Priestess can also talk about we know how something's probably going to go, or we have a feeling and intuition about how something's going to play out, and in reverse it can be no. So there could be more to this story that's coming with further communication. So it's almost like the transformation hasn't finished. Something's not yet written as well, because I'm really drawn to how with this High Priestess card that's in the upright, she is writing on a scroll there. I'm not sure if you can pick it up in the camera. Okay, I still can't believe it's the same three cards, but okay. It's almost like there was a hasty change which happened, but there's further change that's coming that's more like now someone has fresh information or is acting with more information than they had when they acted before. All right, it's wild. Let's get into the spread. So how you're feeling about this person currently, Capricorn? We have the Strength card in reverse and the Three of Wands. Strength card is Leo's major arcana. However, in the reverse, it's in a weakened state of affairs. I mean, effectively, this Three of Wands card is giving me the fact that you are kind of... I don't get waiting from this Three of Wands, which is like a common association. More that you're now looking to what else is coming, what else is on your horizon, and you've turned your back to this effectively. You're looking to the future rather than trying to look to the past, which you may associate with this person. The Strength in reverse here is telling me that you feel like this person couldn't overcome some sort of bad habits or tendencies that they have, which are maybe destructive or counterintuitive to what they actually want to happen. It's almost like you might feel like they couldn't contain themselves from sabotaging a situation, or you may feel like you couldn't contain some element about yourself that led to sabotage in this connection. Whichever way around it is, obviously assign it as it resonates for you. But essentially there was a need to be strong enough, to be grown enough, to be to have learnt from past mistakes, past times when our inner saboteur or like our shadow side has overwhelmed us, or this person. There's been enough of that this was the expectation now was that they will overcome, or you will overcome, those shadow tendencies. And it was like, no, didn't happen. Maybe it could feel like a repeating cycle as well with this person. And once again, there was a failure, there was a loss, but it was like someone failed to step up in a moment where they needed to show courage or strength of character or strength to overcome issues that they may have or were aware of. Like this is like someone who knows this is like a thing that they have, like a bad habit or a tendency they have to act in, which doesn't reflect their greatest self. And it was like there was another moment of, okay, now is the time to kind of overcome that and almost face down the demons, like stand up to the beast and overcome it, and someone failed to do so, whether that was you or them. And as a result, it's like, no, this isn't going to work because someone here isn't strong enough. So let's get some more. Tell me about why Capricorn is feeling like this, please, or any further details. How Capricorn is feeling about this person coming through in this reading. How are they feeling about them emotionally? Wow. Wow. So interestingly, we have the King of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Magician. It's a lot of wands. In fact, the Three of Wands has come out from the deck I was using to clarify, and that's one of your two cards, Capricorn. So it's the same card again. But I mean, this is telling me a very different story. Strong fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, but effectively, the King of Wands with the Four of Wands here, the Three of Wands in this deck is talking about taking those steps that are necessary and like running up that little step ladder that she's going up and reaching the destination, which is the Four of Wands. The King of Wands is someone who takes action, makes things happen, very determined and also like passionate. And whatever the King of Wands is passionate about, he goes after and he makes it happen. And then the Magician, which is the other fourth card, which is the quintessential, is a major arcana associated with manifesting what you want into reality. It's not just manifesting in terms of imagining it, fantasizing, dreaming about it. It's actually doing things to make what you want, what you wish for, bring it into existence. So, okay, so how does that relate to, why is the Strength in reverse for how Capricorn's feeling then? Why the Strength in reverse? Eight of Cups, wow. Eight of Cups with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. Wow, this is, it almost feels like, Capricorn, you feel like this person has the ability to do everything I've just described. The Four of Wands, which I didn't mention, talks about a commitment, a beautiful union, marriage in some cases, but otherwise just being with someone in a long-term partnership. You know, these are two people who are celebrating the beautiful moments of life together rather than apart. And it's like making a wonderful relationship and a happy home happen. But instead, it's almost like you feel like all of that was possible. That could have happened. That was the future that also you were imagining with that Three of Wands that came out initially for what you wanted to happen with this person. But it was down to like, okay, but you're going to have to step into your Queen of Wands shoes here, take action and make it happen. But it can happen. This could happen between the two of us. But then it's like, no. There was if there was some sort of test, as I described initially, about that Strength in reverse of in a moment where you needed to step up to the plate, or you did or they did. No, in fact, instead, someone disappeared. With the Eight of Cups, this is someone walking off into the distance, leaving 8 perfectly good, upright, unbroken cups in this deck sat there. Cups talking about emotion, potential as well, potential to lead to the 10 of Cups, but someone abandoned those 8 cups, and there's someone left sitting out in the cold here. This is an abandoned combination. This is like someone abandoned the connection. So why is the Strength in reverse? So it's almost like you're telling me, Capricorn, that you feel like there was so much that could have happened here, but it involved someone stepping up, let's just say, being brave, maybe to change things as well. I know the Magician isn't necessarily a card about change, but obviously when we make things happen, it's different to when before they happened. And also this Magician card is represented by the fairy godmother from Cinderella. So she is transforming these little mices into the horseman, the pumpkin into the carriage or whatever. But it's like, this is transformation kind of an energy attached to this Magician card. So it's like it was a step up to the plate. Embrace the change. Conquer previous demons that you might have had about change, about the future as well. Like, and then all this beautiful stuff can materialize, and you feel like instead someone tucked their tail between their legs with that Strength card in reverse and disappeared off into the distance. Anything else? Wow, yeah. 9 of Wands, they put a massive wall up. All these flaming skulls on the top of the wall, which is affected as like a fence. It's like, don't come near me, you don't want to come near me, no one wants to come near me, stay away. And then the 5 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, which I think I mentioned already. I can't remember where I saw it now. It was at the bottom of one of the decks originally. But in fact, this is also withdrawing communication, having the last word, cutting the other person off very bluntly, very upsetting. Okay, so moving on, how are they feeling about you, Capricorn? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Page of Cups. So the Queen of Wands in reverse, effectively that could be that they feel like you are angry. And I'm saying that it's you because the Page of Cups is here. Because the Page of Cups talks about an apology, like reaching out, wanting to make things better. It could be that, and it could be the fact that because they feel like they have royally annoyed you and caused you to... the Queen of Wands in reverse is kind of it's not just annoyed, which could also be the Queen of Swords. It's also like insulted, disrespected. It's damaging to someone's ego how they were treated as well with the Queen of, because the Queen of Wands is a little bit of like about someone's you know, the admiration they get from others when if the Queen of Wands is in the upright. It's a little bit about their sense of self, sense of self-confidence, sense of self-esteem as well. So this person could feel like they treated you in a way that was very disrespectful or showed a lack of like admiration towards you. It's almost, and that is why you're angry. It's like, it could be a humiliation element as well, like, or, but yeah, the Queen of Wands is also someone very fiery. It is fire energy again, Aries, Leo, Sag. You might have it in your chart, you don't have to, but effectively this is like they have, if you don't, then they have brought like the fire out of you in terms of they've caused you to get on your sassy horse effectively, which we all need to get on that horse now and then and be like, I'm sorry, how the F are you treating the Queen of Wands like this kind of thing. That's how they're feeling about you right now. I don't get that it's them, because then they wouldn't be coming through with this nervous little Page of Cups, wanting to try and almost like subdue the flames of the Queen of Wands a little bit. Let's see. Let's use this deck. Tell me more about how this person is feeling about Capricorn, please. Three of Swords. Three of Swords talks about heartbreak. Let's see. Tell me more. How is this person feeling about Capricorn, please? And sorrow, where the Three of Swords is sorrow and pain that has been inflicted on both people here. Tell me more about how this person is feeling about Capricorn. Well, we have the Five of Wands in reverse, which the Five of Wands would be conflict and an argument. So they may feel, but the Five of Wands is in reverse. It's kind of like this person doesn't feel like they want to argue with you now, even though they may have argued with you, Capricorn. There may have been some sort of clash also of the two of you may have been at cross purposes in terms of what you wanted. You were kind of pulling each other in different directions and what you wanted. But they may also feel like if there was any influence from anybody else in terms of confusing them or pulling them in different directions or kind of almost got, I want to say gossip, or like mixing the situation up. People around them who were, this Five of Wands card often gives me a sense of people who get involved just to stir shiz, basically, or cause trouble just for the fun of it, or for entertainment, or just to like, just mix themselves into the situation just because they want to see the world burn, is kind of what I get from this Five of Wands. So the fact that this is in reverse is like, they don't want to deal with any of that. They don't want to like involve themselves with any he said, she said, or, oh, did you hear this about Capricorn, or whatever. They don't want any of that. And they actually kind of want to make up. Again, they feel like they potentially want to apologize with that Page of Cups card. They feel sorry that there was a conflict between the two of you. The other card that came out was the Devil. And this shows like these two people kind of trapped in their circumstance here. And at the bottom of the deck when that came out is, funnily enough, the only other card in this deck which shows someone trapped in a cage, which is the Two of Wands. So this person almost feels like, as much as they are gutted that they hurt you, they are hurt as well by the situation, they also feel like they are immobile, or like unable to do anything. Like they feel trapped. What are they trapped by? Why do they feel trapped? What's trapping them? Seven of Wands. Either the fact that there is such a distance that's been created between the two of you effectively. This is, someone has retreated to a safe space. This is like almost like a snakes and ladder setup, and this person has reached right to the top and they've actually pulled up the ladder from the last platform so no one can reach them. So there's a strong sense of defensiveness and... Okay, tell me more. How is this person feeling about Capricorn? Oh, well, I wondered if that card might come out. Five of Cups. That is someone sat crying into their cup. They also have a snake wrapped around their neck, though. So there's still this sense of... Oh, and the Emperor is the other card that came out. This person feels gutted. Five of Cups and the Three of Swords about this Capricorn. That is a classic combination of like a sense of despair and loss and heartbreak. But they also feel... See, that's funny that I was talking about this Five of Wands with this which shows this two-headed snake, and I was like talking about other people kind of meddling, if you like. And then this Five of Cups person has a snake wrapped around their throat effectively, which is restricting them from speaking. I don't know. It's almost like they feel like they want to apologize, but they also feel like they are trapped by... maybe there are people in their surroundings who are stopping them, whether they are or not, but they feel that like they feel like they're being stopped from reaching out to the other person by other people who have an opinion about this. But yeah, I mean, effectively, with the Emperor that came out, that is Aries energy, more fire. It's also the Divine Masculine, but it's someone who takes responsibility. But, I mean, I don't know, it's like they feel like they want to take responsibility, but they also feel like their hands are tied or their throat is blocked off, like they can't speak. It might not be because of external factors, it might just be that they were too treacherous towards you themselves, Capricorn. They acted in such a way that now you seem so far away for them to be able to reach. So how they're viewing you, we have the Four of Wands and the Eight of Wands in reverse, both in reverse. Well, we saw with how you're feeling about them, there was the potential for the Four of Wands. That's how you felt. So they're now viewing you as essentially they have lost what could have been someone they could have married, someone they could have had a long-term commitment with. The Four of Wands depicts all of that, is depicting like a marriage celebration kind of party. But it's in reverse. The Four of Wands is also kind of associated with 1111, something divine, a divine union, and it's in reverse. So essentially they're viewing you as all of that has potentially been lost. And the Eight of Wands, there's no communication going on between the two of you. There's not like any momentum that had been building between the two of you has like completely just, I'm almost seeing like, you know, Cupid's arrow shooting through the sky and then just stops halfway through its flight and then just drops to the floor. Anything else about how they're viewing Capricorn at this time? Longing came out, which is craving, aching and wanting, but at the bottom of the deck is boundaries. Nope, drawing the line, enough. So, wow. They're oh my gosh. So I just grabbed a couple more oracle cards, and the bluff card came out, which is pretending, mask, exaggeration and influences, attachments, third parties, peers. But then the other cards that came out were hoping, confessions, and only you. Oh my goodness. So basically, Capricorn, this person is viewing you as not speaking to them, and the kind of the potential, the party is over. Like the chance of this actually being a destined, beautiful union seems to be lost. All communication has stopped, all forward momentum has stopped. And effectively with those oracle cards, they are, I haven't even got to their situation yet, that's next, but it's telling me that they are pretending as far as their peers are concerned, which is kind of what I was getting with that like snake wrapped around their neck in the Five of Cups card. As far as their peers are concerned, they're like, I'm not bothered. Probably better off that, you know, nothing's happening with Capricorn. But it's a mask that they're wearing around their peers, any third parties, third parties can be friends, family, whatever, work colleagues. But the truth is that they are hoping that you will message them. Yeah. Anything else about how they're viewing Capricorn, please? Wow, yep. Well, they're viewing you as single, thriving, independent, doing your thing. Nine of Pentacles, essentially. They're viewing you as moving on with the Chariot card. Like, just on to bigger and better things. And not really letting this situation slow you down. And the Nine of Swords with the Five of Pentacles. They are extremely stressed about the fact that it's like they abandoned this. And now they are the ones that feel abandoned. And at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. So yeah, they're viewing this as over. So, what is their current situation? We have the Eight of Wands in reverse again, and the Hermit card also in reverse. The Hermit is Virgo's major arcana. I mean, the Eight of Wands in reverse, we just saw it for how they're viewing you, but again, it's in their situation. It's also not, there's not much progress happening with them either in their situation. Now that doesn't, obviously it's not really the situation with you, it's their situation I'm asking about here. So this would tell me that they're not really speaking or so much with anyone or moving anything forward with anyone. There's also a lack of being able to kind of go with the flow in their situation right now, and also a lack of ease of compromise or kind of dealing with other people right now. But it could be with the Hermit in reverse, this can be someone who is isolating themselves too far. So the Hermit in the upright does talk about kind of withdrawing, doing some soul searching, going on in a journey of introspection, and searching for wisdom. It doesn't always have to mean cutting yourself off, although it can often be like spending more time alone. But it could also be finding, you know, a guide or someone that you have a great deal of respect for, like you respect their opinion, their wisdom, going to them for some sort of guidance or advice. when it's in reverse, it can mean a few different things. It can sometimes mean someone is searching and searching for answers but not finding any as well. Like they are desperately searching for wisdom but not finding anything. It's almost like an unsuccessful search for introspection for the answers. But it's also, it can turn into just, the Hermit in reverse is like you're actually have cut yourself off too far. You have withdrawn, and now it's turned into almost loneliness and isolation. What else? For Capricorn to know, what is this person's current situation? It's very erratic. Hold on. So the Knight of Wands came out first, which is the card of the player, if you like, in tarot, but it's someone who kind of is passionate and spontaneous and a bit flaky. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Wands that came out together. This is someone who's like, it's fine, I'm going to flit elsewhere, I will find a new beginning. This is what I got from the Oracle cards, when it was like someone saying it's fine that what I could have had is not happening. I'm just going to go and have a new beginning elsewhere. But how's that? Well, we've got the Sun in reverse and the Five of Pentacles. It's looking extremely cold. In that situation, the sun is not shining, and obviously we are in winter for the Northern Hemisphere. The sun, I have not seen the sun. It's been a couple of months in London, but I mean, this is like the proverbial sun, which gives the vitality and warmth to our hearts or whatever, is not shining in this person's current situation. It's extremely cold, and this Five of Pentacles is struggle. They are on the struggle bus. It's also a sense of emptiness in their current situation. We've got the Nine of Swords that came out and landed on top of how they're viewing you. So it's like, yeah, effectively, it's what I said already. This person is, they're not in a place of where they feel like they are meshing with anyone that they're talking to. They can't find that natural back and forth with anybody. They also can't find the answers or the wisdom of what to do. They are just in a state of flux and kind of searching for some sort of new beginning that will make them feel good again, and that will diminish the sense of the feeling of loneliness. So what does this person wish would happen in the connection between the two of you, Capricorn? Well, we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. I mean, this is what they're saying. What they wish would happen is that there's no partnership, there's no collaboration, there's no compromise, there's no teamwork, there's no coming to the other person and being like, look, I do want to work on this with you. It's just they want to keep everything that they have for themselves. This Four of Pentacles, they want to, this is a lack mentality for sure. The Four of Pentacles is someone who has scarcity mindset. They feel like they have to hold on to everything because otherwise they won't have enough for the future, for themselves. This is someone who's in a very negative negative mindset in terms of their potential is. This could also be someone saying, I can't build with anyone because I barely have enough to keep myself going. Or that they are not enough to share, to build with anybody else. You know, whether there's, yeah. It might not be like that I don't have enough to keep myself going. It might be that I'm not even enough just for myself. I definitely will not be enough for myself and somebody else. But yeah, so what they're saying is, they just want to be alone. They want to be left with their small resources and just to be skating by effectively, whether that's energetically, emotionally, with their efforts. They skate by doing the bare minimum wherever they feel like, when they feel like it, and no one else has any expectation on them. Tell me more, please, about how does that translate to what they want to happen in the connection between them and Capricorn. It might be also saying that they want to hold back and they want you to come to them, Capricorn, and try and make this work, but they're not going to be coming to you. They don't want to have to be the one to come to you and try and make this work, or say that they want to make it work. Ugh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there we go. 5 of Swords and the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. What they want is for you to come to them, Capricorn, because of their massive ego with the King of Wands. This 5 of Swords card is someone who's not happy. They have got lots of things they want to say, and the other people that have walked away from them. But they are damned if they're going to get up and go after those people or either of them, to try and talk to them and talk it out. So they're going to sit there almost like sulking, pouting on this kind of lonely rock side with the things that they might have to say and keep it to themselves. King of Wands, they don't want to, underneath the King of Wands is the Page of Swords, and look at this person like looking away from the sword of truth. They don't want to acknowledge something, and it might be acknowledge some sort of failure, a bit essentially, the fact that they've got the Strength in reverse starting us off the whole reading. So this getting that card about like someone's pride and ego basically stopping them from acknowledging that they are gutted that how things are right now. But what they want to happen is for them to stay in this because it's comfortable. 4 of Pentacles is also someone not challenging themselves to, maybe you could reach the 10 of Pentacles. You don't have to stop at the 4. But it's like a comfort zone of it's enough. It might not be much, but it's enough. I can just deal with the bare minimum. Tell me more. What does this person want to happen between them and Capricorn? I mean, Ace of Cups with the 6 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles is at the bottom of this deck. Obviously in the upright. And I'm talking again and again about the fact that we've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I wondered if that was they want you to be the one to try and make it work with them, Capricorn. Because we've got the Ace of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. This is a beautiful, another opportunity for a beautiful beginning in love, for reciprocal effort, giving back and forth equal amounts of effort. These two people like looking face to face at each other as well. It's almost like a mediator here as well. But maybe there's someone they like bringing the two of you together. But basically they want either you to instigate this, Capricorn, so that they don't have to and they can stay in the 5 of Swords, King of Wands. They can stay and like, yeah. Or they want someone else to basically instigate it. Maybe they feel like there will be friends or mutual acquaintance that want the two of you to come together. With that 3 of Pentacles card, there's 3 people here like planning and plotting. Maybe planning how to get these 2 people in a room and just look at each other in the eye and kind of both acknowledge that you do want this with each other, that kind of thing. But they want either you to do it or someone else to do it so that they can hold back. What's the blockage, the challenge to this connection moving forward? Well, I wonder with something like that. But anyway, the block of the challenge, we have the Emperor in reverse and the Lover's card in the upright. The Emperor in reverse is someone who is, it's the Divine Masculine, yes, but in reverse, this is someone controlling, and they try and control situations and everything, how things play out, usually out of a place of massive insecurity, because they feel like if something is going in an unexpected way for one reason or another, then they won't be able to be in charge or kind of to master it. So they need everything to be exactly how they say it is or it should be. So we've got someone, but the fact that the Emperor here is also the fact that the challenge here is that someone does not really have much self-belief in the fact that they could step up and be someone's reliable long-term partner, they're really selling themselves short. They don't think much of their ability to be an emperor in someone's life. They might feel like a failure with this emperor in reverse. It's Aries energy. There's a lot of fire energy here in your reading, Aries, Leo, Sag. But both strength and the emperor, Aries and Leos, are both in reverse. So there's like a lot of fire energy that's in reverse, if you see what I mean. Which fire energy in reverse, funnily enough, is either a strong sense of frustration, whether it's frustration with yourself. You know, it's like, I mean, we are coming towards, this is a timeless reading, but we're coming towards the end of a Mars retrograde, which has been an absolute bitch. And Mars, you know, Mars in retrograde can make you feel like, what's the word? Inept, or like, sorry, it's on the tip of my tongue and I cannot think of it. But like, ineffectual, like the things that you want to make happen, things you want to do, you feel like you can't do it. It's feeling like a bit like a failure, which is definitely a sense of frustration. I'm just getting like, I'm getting like sexual frustration is kind of the message that's coming into my head. I just can't think of the word, where someone is unable to perform. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But that is the vibe I'm getting of someone who feels like this is almost like giving me emasculated with this emperor in reverse, male or female. It's just someone who feels like, yeah, a disappointment, but that is also causing them to kind of behave in an even worse way, because they're almost like in a self-destructive place because of their frustrations with themselves. But why is the Lovers card here, please, for the block or the challenge? Because the Lovers card suggests that the challenge here is that the two of you are still completely tied to each other effectively. Like, the tie between the two of you is still as strong as ever. That you might still feel extremely pulled towards each other, which might be a block, not so much for the connection, but a block for either of you going and starting in a new direction elsewhere. What else can you tell me about the block of the challenge to this connection for Capricorn moving forward? Well, the Hanged Man in reverse and the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I mean, as a challenge, that might be that someone is unable to see something from a different angle, in terms of maybe someone is only focusing on the spilt milk here, the spilt cups. Just someone's focusing on the negative so much that they can't take a step back and reframe the situation and kind of see it as maybe an opportunity for growth in the connection, for improvement. Anything else, please? The block or the challenge to this connection moving forward. Oh my gosh. So I was shuffling for a bit there. The Empress has come out in the upright. Back at the bottom of the deck is the same Five of Cups card. Wow. Talk about feeling like a massive disappointment with that Five of Cups. And then we have the Emperor in reverse, the Lovers, and the Empress in the upright. This, essentially, you've got a divine masculine who feels like a complete loser, a complete failure, next to effectively who they consider to be the one, with the Lovers card and the Empress. The Emperor and the Empress are like the divine couple. And the fact that they were viewing you as the Four of Wands but in reverse, this is like either they're viewing you as someone they could have married, or maybe for some of you this is someone that you are married to and they feel like they've lost their married partner, for some of you. Otherwise it's like the fact that they could have had that with you. I think there's also the sense now this person feels like they've gone too far in terms of, like, maybe they've left something too long, because the Queen of Swords came out. The challenge here is also maybe built up resentment, disappointment, and the delays, the hesitations with the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The action this person's most likely going to be taking towards you next, Capricorn. We have Judgment with the Eight of Swords. What is this as an action, please? Oh, wow. Okay. This is a wake-up call. It feels more like it's happening to this person, though, because it feels like their time has run out. They can't keep ignoring something with the Two of Swords in reverse, or trying to kind of avoid dealing with something. Two of Swords talks about denial, being in denial, stalemate, putting off some sort of a choice, or kind of, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it in another time, or I'm not going to think about it, I'm not going to really. Also with this Eight of Swords here, it's like this person is like, oh, I can't do anything anyway, my hands are tied, so I'm just not going to, like, I'm just going to act as if there is no choice I can make, kind of thing. And then this Judgment is coming through as a shot through the heart, if you like. The cards that came out just then were the Six of Cups with the Five of Cups. This is the past coming back, and like, or something from their past, like maybe being reminded of something that really is really like upsetting them, or is really impacting them. And then the other cards that came out were the Seven of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords, and then at the bottom of the deck when those came out was the Judgment card. This is from a different deck. You can see on the Seven of Pentacles how there's this hourglass in the middle. And, you know, there's 3 arrows here at the top of that hourglass. So it's almost like which direction to go in before that time runs out. And then all of a sudden the Ten of Swords is on the top. It's like, time's up. What the cards are saying is that the action this person's most likely going to be taking towards you next, Capricorn, is having a massive wake-up call that they've tied themselves up and almost told themselves there's nothing they can do. And they've done that as maybe a defense mechanism, maybe as to protect their ego, or whatever it is. But the Judgment card is coming into saying, you've done this for too long. You have ignored this for too long. You've avoided doing anything. And now you're realizing, with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck and underneath that is the Nine of Cups, you're realizing that what you want to do, yes, but it's saying that it's too late. Seven of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords, that the time the hourglass has suddenly, it's like you feel like you think that there's some sand left in there, and all of a sudden it's all gone. Why is that, please? Why the Ten of Swords? Star in reverse and the World card at the bottom of the deck. Wow, there's, yeah. Why? Star in reverse talks about hopelessness, or there's no chance left to hope for something. And with the World card, it's kind of like this chapter is completely closed. It's completely done. Why? Strength in reverse. Why strength in reverse? Because they didn't have the... Oh, this is harsh. They didn't have the courage to speak up. I think this is kind of coming through as a lesson here. The Knight of Swords came out, and the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords, but that is to clarify the strength in reverse. They couldn't tame the beast inside themselves, whether the beast was their ego, their pride, whatever, or their peers, their concern about what other people around them would think. They couldn't tame any of that to kind of speak up and speak their truth. So there's a Tower happening. The Judgment card coming out with the Eight of Swords as their action is basically the universe going, you have not been tied up. The Eight of Swords is always like a self-imposed imprisonment, and it's not something that we can actually break free of. But there is a blindfold that we kind of put on ourselves to kind of, so if anybody asks, we couldn't see that we were completely able to get free. It's like, it's a self-imposed prison, which kind of gets you out of doing a lot of stuff as well, if you're in a prison, if you like. So with the Judgment card coming in, it's basically like the universe coming in and whipping the blindfold off and be like, look, we both know you've been able to move this whole time. You did this to yourself. And now the judgment, what's passing for this way of dealing with something is the fact that you've done this for too long. Now any hope of this being resolved has passed. Well, we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. There's no more options. There's no more options to choose from here for this person. Wow. Oh God. Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. There's no more options for this person when it comes to you, Capricorn, because they have been doing this. They've been looking elsewhere, looking for a new beginning elsewhere, and pretending that they didn't care. And in the meantime, you've gone. And they've tied themselves up in the Eight of Swords, being like, well, I can't do anything. I can't take any action. I clearly can't move, even though I'm the one who tied myself up. I could move. But as you can see, I can't move. So, but then the universe is basically calling BS on that and being like, just take your blindfold off. We all know you can move. And as they look around, Capricorn, you're nowhere to be found. And you're blocked to them. So, and that is going to be a Tower moment for them. But I mean, yeah. Don't know what to say. Okay. So really, effectively, Capricorn, they are not taking any action towards you, and that is the whole point. So what's going to be happening between the two of you going forward? From when you come across this reading, I would normally say the next couple of months, but there's no time in tarot, so it's going to be different for all of you. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn's major arcana. Of course, it's in the upright, and with the Page of Wands. So this is kind of telling me, Capricorn, that this is still kind of hanging over maybe both of you, maybe just this person, as like something that they really can't break out of. It's still a shadow hanging over at least them. Maybe it's both of you, we'll see. And then the Page of Wands is like this spark, still a flame burning with that Page of Wands card. It can talk about communication. It can talk about little like messages here and there. So it could be the fact that this person is still going to be sending you the odd message because they can't really break free of this hanging over them, or both of you. Let's see. Tell me more, please. What's going to be happening between Capricorn and this person going forward? Still, I get the sense that they're going to be maybe lusting after, or maybe you're both going to be lusting after each other. Take that as it resonates. Could just be them. Knight of Wands. Yep. Hanged Man. Yep. Completely stuck. Completely still got their eye very much focused on you, Capricorn. The Knight of Wands also talks about passion and desire. The Devil, it's not obviously the best way that it comes out, but it's like a obsessive passion and wanting the other person physically. I mean, we've got the Five of Cups and the Temperance card in reverse. And they keep like flipping in my hands. I don't know how to extract. It's like they both look upright and reversed to me at the same time. It's hard to explain. I'm struggling to look at them and understand which one's upright and which one's not. It's hard to explain without sounding crazy, but we've got the Five of Cups and the Temperance card in reverse. But it's like they're flipping. Like 1 minute, the Temperance would be your emotions being very balanced of like, okay, yes, I feel the sadness, but I also find happiness in other things. It's like moderation, but it's also a sense of peace, a little bit of harmony coming in here. But then the Five of Cups is that despair, loss. It's like 1 minute someone's going to feel like, oh yeah, I think I'm okay, I think I'm over it. No, next minute sobbing into what, you know, maybe not actually crying, but desperately sad about the situation. Why the Devil? Wow. Wow, oh my gosh. Well, we've got the Ten of Cups. The Happily Ever After card, effectively. The King of Wands and the Knight of Cups, yeah. So this is, again, that same King of Wands who wanted, remember, to stay. What they wanted to happen was for them to stay sat in the Five of Swords and wait for other people to come and talk to them. What's going to be happening with that Devil card is they are going to still be completely fixated on you, Capricorn, as this is my happily ever after with the Ten of Cups, and you're gone. Six of Swords, moving off into the distance. Wow. It's almost like their feelings are just going to get deeper and deeper the further you get away from them. Two of Swords. When I asked about the Page of Wands, at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, it could just be that, I mean, it's not even telling me, Capricorn, though obviously this will be, for some of you, you may move on and meet someone else. It's more giving me that you are, it's coming through you're single and doing your thing here, you know. Well, they don't know what's going on with you, whether you're single or not. They're trying to find out if you're seeing other people. But, I mean, the Page of Wands and then coming, like, to clarify the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords coming out, that is them kind of still wanting you. Maybe for some of you sending the odd message, and it's going nowhere. So, oh my God. The Two of Cups just came out with the King of Cups. They've come through as the King of Cups 3 times, but only in this like later stage of the reading when we're looking at like what's going to be happening, what action, well they're not taking, what action is the universe taking in this case. Is there going to be any progress for these two? Is there going to be any progress for Capricorn and this person in the future? Okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Why? Oh, and then we have the Strength and the Upright. The Seven of Wands. Why the Seven of Wands? The Lovers and the King of Wands came out in reverse. I mean, why? That's kind of where we're at already here. This is someone who is sitting in their ego being like, this is over between the two of us and I don't want it anyway. So why is the Eight of Wands and the Three of Pentacles here? Oh, Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. Honestly, Capricorn, oh my God, it's giving me a headache. It's frustrating because basically there's all. I was asking if there could be any progress in this connection between the two of you, and it looks like there might be because of the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, which is actually collaborating and communication. A lot of these cards have come out in reverse a lot through the reading where we're at right now. It looks like things could change. There could be to get on board and kind of work together rather than against each other in the future. There is also someone acting better with the Strength card upright, whereas we've seen it in reverse a couple of times currently as well. There's all this defensiveness, which comes from this person being in the King of Wands in reverse, being like, well, you don't want me, I don't want you anyway, which isn't true. It's a massive defense mechanism. But then I was like, well, okay, so looks like, how do we get to the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands then? It's basically because someone gets so sad the fact that they're being ignored. This tactic of theirs is not working. There also seems to be some sort of argument potentially happening with friends, or a third party potentially, like someone else that they were dating. There seems to be some sort of argument happening with them, and it's almost like they want to potentially turn to you, Capricorn, because I've got the Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, and the Three of Cups in reverse. It's almost like they have a falling out with someone else, whether it's someone else, as I said, a friend, someone else they were dating, a family member, but it's almost like they have an argument because of something that person or whoever was hiding something, was lying to them, or there was some sort of deception that turns into an argument with that third party, and they want to reach out to you. They want to talk to you for your understanding. Maybe you have been someone to them before who's been very kind, understanding, compassionate, and been there for them with that Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And the fact that they feel really, really alone and really sad not being able to talk to you, and the fact that you're not giving them any attention anymore. So it does look like that leads to them maybe wow, okay, yeah. We have the cleanse, detox, ridding negativity, and purification at the bottom of the deck is frenemy, fake friends, two-faced, hidden intentions. That is exactly what I was getting. They are also going to be dealing with the fact that they have people in their close circle or whatever, that it's people that they spend time with, who they are going to be finding out are either just toxic, don't really give a two shiz about them, or don't have their best interests at heart at all. So way back, I was talking about that Five of Wands, and it was like the double-headed snake, and I was like, these are people who want to keep this person in their life for entertainment purposes, or to kind of screw around with what they've going on just for something to do. They just want to see their world burn, like whatever, who cares? They're not good, loving people. And on top of everything else, they're also going to be having fallouts with those people and cleansing them, cutting these people out who are not friends or people who love drama. They just want to be in on this person's drama. They really don't care about them. Yeah, it could be people. Yeah, exactly. Got the Turned card, which is party animal, sex, drugs, alcohol, surface pleasures, and laughter, happiness, joy, healing. But don't mean any offense to this lady who posed for this photo, but this particular laughter card always just, I'm just like, why are you laughing like that? You know, this looks almost like an aggressive laugh, like someone's laughing in my face to like make a point. I just don't like it. I don't know. It's something about this particular picture. I'm like, could you not? Maybe that's just very Capricorn of me. But basically, these are just people who are idiots with this like party and the, you know, sunglasses on in the house and let's just do a lot of drugs and laugh about nothing. But when it comes to like needing them in a moment, an hour of need, or as a friend, they're really not friends. And this person I think is going to be, yep. We've got light bulb moment and harmony, sudden realization, feeling inspired, and then balance, peace, and happiness. Yeah, it's realizing, gosh, this person's going through a lot. I mean, they definitely have a part to play in that. Finally, I don't normally do this, but I just feel like it's been quite a frustrating message. What else is going to be happening for Capricorn as this is going on? Like, what message do you have for Capricorn today? We've got 3 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Well, that is healing and recovering from heartbreak and grief. We've got the 7 of Swords in reverse as well, which is, you know, deception and dishonesty. It's in reverse. And we have the 6 of Swords in the upright. It seems like there's some stuff going on here that you didn't know about as well, with the moon at the bottom of the deck and that 7 of Swords card. You may be very, like, troubled about the fact that this is how this is with this person currently, Capricorn, but it's kind of saying that you're moving in a more positive direction. It is kind of leaving this heartbreak behind you. It's also leaving some deception behind you that you didn't know was going on with this person potentially, and that would have caused you a lot of stress potentially as well. Any other messages for Capricorn themselves, please, for going forward? Well, we've got the Strength card in the upright for you. We've got the World card at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Ace of Wands came out. Tell me about that Ace? Wow. And we've got the Ace of Cups. That's a new beginning, which is both passionate and love as well. Tell me about that for Capricorn, please. Whoa. We've got the 6 of Pentacles and the Empress. That is a huge sense of abundance. It's like feeling like you have so much to be grateful for and feeling so nurtured and loved that also you have so much love to give to others. Very beautiful combination. Tell me about this new beginning for Capricorn, please. Oh, okay. Well, we've got the Death card in reverse. And then the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, both upright. Essentially, it's kind of saying that I just feel like there's a lot more going on that we don't have the details of here yet, Capricorn. Basically, I don't know. That's my point. That's my job as your tarot reader, to get the details. But effectively, it's like there's things, and how they're going to be playing out. It might be hidden from you as well, though, that exactly why certain things come into play. But it's basically suggesting that the worst is behind you, with the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords both in reverse, but also kind of both coming behind the 6 of Swords, moving on from that energy of heartbreak and like deception and something that you couldn't trust was going on with this person previously, and that is now behind you. The pain, the worst pain, is behind you. There is some sort of rebirth of a new beginning, which is very passionate and it's very loving, coming for you, and you're going to be in this wonderful Empress energy. And it's also with the Strength card in the upright, so there's a lot of growth of character and development happening here, which is it's going to be feeling so powerful, empowered to be loving and be strong, and also loving yourself as well going forward. But something isn't over here, because this Death card would be like a complete, everything that from the past is in the past. This is all gone. But it's not. It's kind of suggesting that it's just a case of, I mean, this Temperance card talks about moderation. It's not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. It's like there is something maybe still here which can be salvaged. We just don't see it yet. And with that Wheel of Fortune, it's like there's more that the universe has planned here, which is going to play out exactly as it should, as it needs to. So effectively, the message here for you is just to stay in that beautiful Empress energy of also the courage to be who you are, and the courage to be very loving and be very grateful for everything that's to come, everything that has been as well. And it's just that the worst has already happened here for you, Capricorn. I think this person who's come through in this reading has some more stuff to deal with, because their approach is, all I want to do is stay very comfortable and in a kind of a low vibrational, egotistical place and let other people sort this out for me. It's not going to work, and I feel like the universe is handling that. So, but for you just stay the course. I think things are going to be getting very beautiful for you here, Capricorn, in the future. So that is what I've got for you. I really hope it was useful for someone out there. Please do hit the thumbs up button for me if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. I would love to have you, and I would recommend hitting the notification bell so you know when I put my next video up. And if it resonated at all, leave me a comment, let me know. I wish you all my very best. I'll speak to you soon, Cappies. Bye.